Welcome to the Mostly Media Podcast, where we talk media mostly. I am your host, Cole Giroux.
And I am your other host, who's here only part-time, Janie. Janie. What? What? Janie message Giroux.
Thank you. Okay. And if you're watching, you may notice some things different.
Yeah. I shaved my beard, so
She's hairless.
yeah, I'm hairless.
Bald,
Hairless, bald. So that's my weekly update.
Yeah, we got a new setup.
Woo! I love it. I love that I get to just back and forth in this chair.
It's very good for our ADHD brains.
Literally.
Just swivel the whole time.
Because like your other setup was cute.
Yeah.
But it wasn't practical because the big old chest right in front of us, and you couldn't like spread your legs out, and then your singular leg, and then the couch. No offense to that couch, but it felt like it was gonna
give
every time we sat on it.
Yeah.
So
I made that very well known in the very first episode.
Yeah.
And you made fun of me for it.
Yeah, weren't you like going on and on about it?
Yeah, but like the thing is, you told me that's your favorite kind of podcast, and then you made fun of me for it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be. Okay, so yeah, we got a new setup. We bought these chairs off of Facebook Marketplace for $40. You.
Janie.
I want your coffee.
Thanks.
Twice. And then we moved around some desks that we had, got a desk set up. So now the computer is at a good distance. I won't have to like hunch over. I'm probably gonna be hunched over this whole time. This is gonna keep my
Sure, you're gonna be like
posture. It's gonna keep my posture in check, so I'm not just. Also, if you listen to last week's episode, and I guess the beginning of this episode, we have a new intro. That might be a little bit
less annoying.
Yeah, people. I didn't realize until I saw some analytics from the Sound of Freedom episode that people were skipping through the episode 15 seconds in, and that's like how long the intro is. So like people couldn't get past the intro on their first listen. So I was like, I want to change that.
Yeah, those analytics, they'll tell you.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have some longer viewers now, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they'll watch for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that's all I can hope. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna get on into. We're gonna hit each other.
We just touched knees.
Oh, we touched tips. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Knee tips.
Knee.
We're gonna swivel on into the weekly recap. Janie, you can go first because I need to think.
You know what? I'll let you go first.
No, I'm gonna let you go first.
Need to think.
No, you can think.
Okay, let me think.
Now.
Last night I was falling asleep in bed and I was like, oh shoot, no one took the garbage to the street. So I texted Cole and I said, hey, when you get home, please take the garbage to the street. And he did. But then, okay, that was boring. But
also on the subject of the trash can, I put grass clippings in it. I don't think that's legal.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Guys.
I think I did a bad thing.
How much?
Did something bad. Like, I don't know, not a lot.
Oh.
It wasn't like the whole trash can.
I mean,
it was like we had the trash can full like 3/4 of the way, and then I put like a layer of grass in.
Just to soften the blow.
Yeah.
And you put that big old weed in there.
The
Not
government doesn't
weed.
need to know.
Not weed. It was an actual weed.
It was a weed. It was like a big vine.
Anyways, we're going to stop talking about this. So, here is my other weekly recap. I am sick of being obese.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. You may say, she's not obese. She's just kind of fat. Okay, whatever. Trigger warning, by the way. So I'm currently doing a 36-hour fast, and some people would be like, girl, that's awful for you. You're going to lose all your muscle and ruin your metabolism. Actually, it's the opposite. If you do it right, you can gain muscle better and you can improve your immunity and your metabolism. So I'm currently fasting as Cole's eating on his candy corn.
I got a candy corn.
And I don't know how many hours I'm in. Take a guess. How many hours so far do you think I'm in?
3.
No, I am 16 hours in so far. So I have 20 hours left before I can eat. So yeah,
you won't ever catch me doing that.
I know. You should though. It's really good for you.
I used to, and now my body sucks.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. You did 36-hour fast?
Not 36 hours, but like in 2019, I was on keto.
You were just starving
which
yourself.
Meant I was starving myself.
Yeah.
So.
Which, like, I wouldn't say I'm starving myself. I'm doing this for, like, health benefits.
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight doing that.
Yeah.
But gained it all back.
You gained it all back. You gain it back quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Apparently,
keto wrecks your heart.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's
all
low
fat.
carb, high fat.
Exactly.
You're just ingesting
that heart and
tons
that
of fat.
Yeah. But with this 36-hour fast, it's also all about how you break your fast. You have to break it with lots of protein and fiber. So my first break is going to be drinking straight bone broth.
This just sounds like torture.
I'm excited. It's supposed to get rid of that stubborn belly fat. I'm pumped. Okay, so that's my weekly update. I'm also really busy. Like, I have so much editing to do. I don't know if I've ever had this much, actually. Just thinking about that, I'm so stressed. Really, I have.
You were doing 3 wedding videos at one point.
What?
You're only doing 2 right now.
No, but I have more than that. I have the Cornerstone Baptism video. I have Haley Cross's senior era video. I have Brooklyn's pictures. I have the 2 weddings. And then I also have to be getting ready for school that starts next Thursday. I have a lot. And I'm here doing this podcast with you.
Well, yeah, it's a fun time.
Okay,
you gotta take a break.
What's your weekly update?
Wow.
This is going to be a thing, isn't it?
One of us is going to have to back up. And you're not the one with the computer, so.
Okay.
My weekly recap is I rearranged my room. Can you tell?
Mm-hmm. I can.
I also, so our grass in our lawn hadn't been mowed for what, 3 weeks?
I feel like it was like 3 months.
It was a long time. Our grass was like a jungle. Like I walked out there the other day and I was scared I was going to get a tick. And a few weeks ago, my old neighbors from my parents' house, my parents' neighbors, they got a mower, and I don't really remember the story right now, but they had an extra mower basically, and they gave it to us for free, which very nice of them. Appreciate it. But I've never used a push mower before in my life. I've only bougie, but I've only had riding lawnmowers. That's what I know how to use.
That you've used once.
Twice.
Oh.
So I'd never used a push mower before, and I was like, I read the instructions and everything, and I got it going. I filled it with gas. I got it going. And I did one strip from the front yard to the backyard, kind of like, the side I'm talking about. And it died on me. Yeah. It just stopped working. I was like, oh, this is weird. So I called my mom, and she told me that happens. The grass is probably too long. I was like, oh, okay. I'll give it a second, turn it on again, and get going. I did, and then it was fine. It just kept dying every once in a while because the grass was too long and I was going fast. Whatever. I get like halfway done with the backyard, and I have my headphones on, listening to my music. I think I was listening to Noah Kahan, and I just hear thump. And I was like, oh, what was that? And I look over because I saw something move, and there was like smoke coming out of the grass. Not like the mower, like 3 feet to the right, just smoke coming out from the grass. I was like, what was that? And I go over and I pick it up. A piece of like, I don't know if it was like the piston, something in the motor of the mower shot out of the side of the mower, and it was burning hot. I burned my fingers. So our brand new mower busted.
Yikes. Didn't even get to get one full
No.
mowing.
So we had to have Nate come and do the rest.
Yeah, and then it still looks like trash because their mower has a dull blade. So I don't
Switch the
know
blades.
what we're doing, but is this me?
Mm-hmm. That is you.
Need some WD-40 on this
Get some
thing.
WD. Okay.
WD.
I think that's all I have.
Oh, and Cole has a fissure.
You have a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, we got some issues.
My fissure's gone now, actually. It's healed.
Good. My hemorrhoid is healed.
But stay safe out there, I guess. So we're going to get onto the topic of this episode. If you read the title like you should, you know.
Why are you so mean?
We're talking about the one and only Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Ghibli, it's a J. It's a soft G, not a hard G.
Do some people say Studio Ghibli?
Yeah, and it
Oh.
pisses me off.
What do
Do
you
you know who
want?
does that?
Someone we know?
Yeah.
Like personally or famous?
Personally.
Shimada.
No. I don't know. I've never heard her say it.
Morgan.
No.
Maddie?
No.
Cole Daniel.
I don't know.
Your brother.
No.
Alec.
Getting close with my brother.
Oh, Zachary Page?
No.
I don't know.
Aiden.
Oh.
I don't know if he still does. I heard him say Studio Ghibli, and I cringed internally.
And you farted.
I cringed, farted, and threw up on him all at the same time.
On him?
On him, yeah.
Poor guy. He's just
Cringed,
trying to
farted
talk.
on him, and then threw up on him.
Jeez. How does that look when you do that? Oh. That's cool.
You're welcome, YouTube viewers. So, we're going to get on into this. I'm getting back to my roots, and I'm making scripts again.
Oh, man.
Oh, shoot. No.
Dang it.
It's 3 pages long. It's nothing like before. Like, what was it? Hereditary was like 7 pages long.
17.
No. So, we're gonna get on into things.
Okay, just a preface. I know nothing about Studio Ghibli.
You watched one of them.
Yeah, what was that? Howl's Moving Castle?
Yeah.
I will say, well, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll stay here. Okay, so I'm going to start with a little introduction of just like what Studio Ghibli is. Okay, so Studio Ghibli is a Japanese animation studio that is widely known for their colorful and lighthearted animated films. I say lighthearted, but like some of you know out there. Some of these aren't that lighthearted. They're like depresso. Okay. Since its foundation...
I love my illiterate husband.
I'm just not sure if... Okay, so... I actually wrote this part myself. This isn't from Wikipedia, which is
Smart
strange for me.
man.
What?
Smart man.
So I'm like, I don't know if this sounds good. So this is the first time I'm saying that out loud.
I'll tell you if it sucks.
Since its foundation in 19...
He's scary,
Since its
shaking in his
foundation in 1985 by directors... Okay, wait. Before I get to like there's a lot of Japanese names and words in here. I don't know Japanese, so I don't...
You don't need to say the names, do you?
Well, I'm saying the names of the people, and like I'm talking about some of the names of in the movies. So like there's names. It's mostly names. Japanese.
So basically, you're afraid you're gonna get canceled.
I'm not afraid I'm going to get canceled. I just don't know how to pronounce all of them necessarily.
Yeah.
So
I don't either.
if I pronounce something wrong,
Just try your best.
yeah, so I'm saying I'm going to try to pronounce it. But like if I say it wrong, feel free to like tell me the pronunciation because I might not know it.
Yeah.
Okay, so its foundation in 1985 by directors Hayao Miyazaki, Isao Takahata, and a producer, Toshio Suzuki. The studio has released 25 films and has received many awards.
Nice. Well, you know what? I was like, you don't have to say the names, but it's probably good you say the names.
Yeah, it's just background.
Credit.
Like, those are the main people that created it, but like most people know, the most well-known person on this list is probably Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah.
He's responsible for a lot of the films. Like, they're directed, written, and like all by him. But like, there's so many other people that put their work into so many of these films. They're not all Hayao Miyazaki, but he's like the one people like
He's the
think
main
of.
G.
Kind of, yeah. He's the one people think of when you think Studio Ghibli. Okay. So there's 25 films.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I've watched
Seven.
I've watched like 15
Oh.
of them. Yeah. There's 10 that I haven't watched. I'm currently watching one of them. I'm like halfway through, but I'm still going to count that I've seen it.
Are they all movies or some shows?
They're all movies. These are all movies, but there's 3 short films.
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen one of the short films, but not 2 of them. So I'm just going to go through and list the movies that I haven't seen just because I don't really want to talk about them because I didn't want to research anything of them and spoil the movie for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to go down the list. This is in like order of when they were made.
Okay.
So first is Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind from 1984, Only Yesterday 1991, Ocean Waves 1993, Pom Poko 1994, Tales of Earthsea. I don't know how to pronounce that one.
See ya.
No,
I'm alive.
It's spelled like Earthsea, like EARTHSEA. So I don't know if it's Earthsea or Earthsea or I don't know. Earthsea. From 2006, The Tale of Princess Kaguya 2013, When Marnie Was There 2014, The Red Turtle 2016, Earwig and the Witch 2020, and most recently The Boy and the Heron from 2023, which is not released in America yet. It's currently showing in theaters in Japan right now.
You haven't seen that?
It's only showing in theaters in Japan.
Kinda
If I watched it, I would have no idea what the movie's about. Because like the one I always watch the English dubs. I don't watch the Japanese one with English subtitles. I watch the English dubs because I
am a loser.
I am illiterate.
Boy, we already knew.
Like I can't read that fast.
Call you Nate.
Like I've watched films that are like in other languages with the English subtitles. Mm-hmm. And like I just know it's not the easiest for me to keep up with because like I need the English words with the English subtitles to understand.
Would enjoy Parasite then.
Well, I still enjoy those like Lamb by A24. Raw, I think it's called Raw. It's a French film. It's all in French.
Yeah.
Like there's certain films that I've watched that I like them.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to get into the films that I have seen. 15 of them. We're going to go through these pretty quick. I have like a little brief summary of what each film is from Wikipedia.
Ouch.
Sorry. I stepped on her foot.
My bone.
Okay.
Hey, your little pop over there is melting.
my McDonald's soda.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so we're just gonna get on to these we're gonna get into the films. We're gonna try to go fast because I have like a little paragraph for each one. We're gonna start with I think this was the first ever Studio Ghibli film was Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This is the second one. The first one on the list is Castle in the Sky, the 1986 film. This is about a young orphan Sheeta and her kidnapper, Colonel Muska, are flying to a military prison when their plane is attacked by a gang of air pirates led by the matrony Dola, escaping from a mid-air collision via a magic crystal around her neck. Sheeta meets fellow orphan Pazu in their pair...
Are you okay?
I'm having trouble.
Guys, I don't know if you're watching this. He keeps like giving me the side eye as he's reading.
Because I'm trying to read and breathe heavily at the same time.
Why are you trying to breathe heavily?
I'm scared.
I feel like I'm having heart palpitations.
You're intimidating. Okay. Sheeta meets fellow orphan Pazu in the pair.
If you mess up one more time, I'm leaving.
And then I'll just talk to them.
Yeah.
And the pair join forces to discover the mystical floating city of Laputa while pursued by both Muska and the pirates who lust for the city's myriad treasures. That was a good one. It's a good one. Aiden told me to watch this one so many times, and I thought it was kind of mid compared to
but
other.
You just said it was good.
It was good. Like all Studio Ghibli films that I've seen are good. Yeah. But like this is kind of one of the mid ones.
But if you're comparing them to the other ones.
Yeah, like there's other ones that
half.
Yes, I prefer.
Do you have one that's like your absolute favorite and absolute worst?
I have absolute favorite. I have like a top 4 that I'm like, I have struggle ranking because like there's some that are better, but some that I like more. But the ones that I dislike, I'll get to that because it is very controversial personally. Like I feel like people would be like, you're dumb for my opinion. Speaking of which, the next movie on the list, the 1988 film My Neighbor Totoro. Have you heard of this one?
Mm-mm.
It's like one of the most well-known. Sadie Withridge, you know her?
Yeah.
She has a tattoo of one of Totoro on her.
Okay.
I think it's her leg.
Gosh, you should have had her for this.
I know.
Seriously.
But you're here.
I'm not as good. I
Okay.
know nothing about
Okay.
this.
My Neighbor Totoro is about a schoolgirl named Satsuke and her younger sister May as they settle down into an old country house with their father and wait for their mother to recover from an illness in an area hospital. As the sisters explore their new home, they encounter and befriend playful spirits in their house and the nearby forest, most notably the massive, cuddly creature known as Totoro. This one, I think I need to revisit it because this is at the bottom of my list in the ranking for Studio Ghibli films. So this is a lot of people's favorite. So it's like, I was very bored during the movie. Like I didn't feel like the plot was that good. So I want to watch it again to see if like that's different for me now. Cause
When
like,
did you watch this?
this was like the second film Studio Ghibli film I'd ever seen. So I watched this like January of 2022 or like December of 2021.
Oh, that was a while.
It was when I had COVID, I think.
Oh.
Yes. Cause I'd watched, the first one I ever watched was My Cat Returns or The Cat Returns. And then I watched this and I feel like the Cat Return, oh my gosh, is like the plot's a little bit more interesting than this. I don't know. You'd have to see it to understand. Next, we have Grave of the Fireflies from 1988. This is one of the most sad movies I've ever seen.
What?
It is terribly sad. Okay, so a devastating mediation on the human cost of war. This animated tale follows Seita, a teenager charged with the care of his younger sister, Setsuko. I think that's how you say it. There's a lot of names that like are spelled somewhere, so I don't know. Cause like the other movie had Satsuke, this has Setsuko. After an American firebombing during World War II separates the two children from their parents, their tale of survival is as heartbreaking as it is true to life. The siblings rely completely on each other and struggle against all odds to stay together and stay alive. So sad. Spoiler warning for this movie, they both die at the end.
Oh.
Like his sister dies from like starvation, malnutrition, like halfway through the film, and then he dies at the very end.
Yikes.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
And like the whole movie, like there's little parts of like cuteness and like just like happiness between the two siblings, but then it's like they're on their own and they're literally dying. It's terribly sad.
So like you see it coming.
Well, the very beginning is like before he dies, and then it jumps to like back, whatever. So you know, like in the end, what's kind of gonna happen. It's still just so sad. It's so sad. Next, we have a very drastic difference with Kiki's Delivery Service, which if you haven't noticed, that's what this vinyl is. That's Kiki.
Kiki,
Don't even
do you love me?
Don't even bring Drake into this.
Are you riding?
Like Kiki's Delivery Service is my favorite Studio Ghibli film. Favorite. It's so cute. I love it.
That's a really pretty picture.
I know. Okay. So, ooh. You see the cat right there?
Aww.
Okay. So, 13-year-old Kiki moves to a seaside town with her talking cat, Gigi.
Gigi.
That's the cat. Yeah. Gigi. He's a black cat. To spend a year alone in accordance with her village tradition for witches in training. After learning to control her broomstick, Kiki sets up a flying courier service and soon becomes a fixture in the community. But when the insecure young witch begins questioning herself and loses her magic abilities, she must overcome her self-doubt to get her powers back. Like, it's literally just like a cute little film about a little young witch living her own life. Yeah. It's great. I love this film so much.
Basically Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, kind of. I love it.
I love it.
Next, we have Porco Rosso, the 1992 film. I watched this one last night. In Italy in the 1930s, sky pirates in biplanes terrorize wealthy cruise ships as they sail the Adriatic Sea. The only pilot brave enough to stop the scourge is the mysterious Porco Rosso, a former World War I flying ace who was somehow turned into a pig during the war. As he prepares to battle the pirate crews... What are you doing?
No.
Are you working?
No.
As he prepares to battle the pirate crew's American ace, Porco Rosso, enlists the help of a spunky girl mechanic, Fio Piccolo, and his longtime friend, Madame Gina. I wasn't the biggest fan of this film. It was still good, though. So he turns into a pig, but he's a human. And so when he's talking...
She's a mammoth.
Of course.
Okay, that's what that was giving.
When he's talking to Fio Piccolo... She's like the plane mechanic. She's like, do you think if I kiss you, you'll turn into a human again? Like Princess and the Frog, basically. At the very end, she kisses him and he turns back into a human. She's 17.
Dang.
He's middle-aged. Controversial. Next, we have Whisper of the Heart, the 1995 film. Shizuku, an inquisitive young girl and a voracious reader who longs to be a writer when she grows up. One day, she notices that all of her library books have previously been taken out by one Seiji Amasawa. Amid chasing after a large cat, befriending an eccentric antiques dealer, and writing her first novel, Shizuku aims to find this mysterious boy who may well be her soulmate.
Mm.
This one was good, too.
Yeah.
They're all
This
good.
sounds good. I feel like I like that one.
A lot of the ones that I've watched recently, like besides like the big named, like Spirited Away,
Right.
My Neighbor Totoro, like the big named ones, a lot of them are just like very simple stories that are not like in your face, like My Neighbor Totoro. That's what I said, but that's before I kind of knew that's what Ghibli was known for, like these very simple stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Whisper of the Heart is. And a lot of these other ones. And that's what I kind of like. Like the more recent ones I've watched are like that. And they're really good. Up next, we have one that is very opposite of that. This one is Princess Mononoke from 1997. In the 14th...
That's when Alec was born.
In the 14th century, that's when Alec was born, the harmony that humans, animals, and gods have enjoyed begins to crumble. The protagonist, young Ashitaka, infected by an animal attack, seeks a cure from the deer-like god Shishigami. I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I don't know how to say that. In his travels, he sees humans ravaging the earth, bringing down the wrath of wolf god Moro and his human companion, Princess Mononoke. His attempts to broker peace between her and the humans brings only conflict. Now, this one is very opposite of what I was saying before, because it's like a lot of like fighting and like you have to understand like what's going on between like the humans and all these other creatures and stuff. But it's really good. Like it's in like my top 10 that I've only seen 15, I guess, though. 10 out of 25, though.
It's number 10.
It's number 10. No, actually, I don't know. I have the ranking somewhere, but I'm not going to.
Are we doing a ranking?
Yeah. I have 2. One of them you can actually participate in.
But the other one I can leave?
No.
Shoot. Okay.
Okay. Up next, we have My Neighbors, the Yamadas. From 1999. This is the one I'm currently watching, so I don't really have much to say about this because I'm literally currently watching it, but I have what it's about. The Yamadas are a typical middle-class Japanese family in urban Tokyo, and this film shows us a variety of episodes of their lives. With tales that range from the humorous to the heartbreaking, we see this family cope with life's little conflicts, problems, and joys in their own way.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, it does. I've been watching it, and like I was watching it last night when I got home, and I wasn't really completely paying attention to it because I was trying to like write stuff for the podcast today. But like, it seems like a very easy watch. Like it's just like lighthearted from what I've seen so far.
What if there's like a huge plot twist?
Yeah, I have like an hour left of the film, so
definitely could be.
There could literally be like anything.
Yeah.
Okay, next, just moving on, we have Spirited Away from 2001, which this is like the big one that everybody knows, really.
Yeah.
Which I give it props because like it is so good. Like you need to watch this movie, Jane.
Well, I remember in college, Epi loves this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, but I think it was her favorite movie.
Yeah.
At the time it was. And yeah.
It's so good. Like, I know I'm going to read this to you and you're not going to be interested, but it is so good.
Read it.
It's like so beautiful.
Yeah.
10-year-old Chihiro and her parents stumble upon a seemingly abandoned amusement park. After her mother and father are turned into giant pigs, Chihiro meets the mysterious Haku, who explains that the park is a resort for supernatural beings who need a break from their time spent in the earthly realm, and she must work there to free herself and her parents. Like
Pig
this,
parents?
pig parents. This is like the first 20 minutes of the movie. That is the first 20 minutes. There's so much in this movie, and it is so good. Like, we need to watch this.
I would watch it.
Saturday?
Sure.
We'll get back to you. It's so good. I think it's one of the longest.
How long is it?
I want to say like 2 hours.
5 hours.
2.5 hours maybe. Spirited Away.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba 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 na na na.
Ah.
Oh, God, us weak. Sorry, I'm trying to find the length of Spirited Away. Oh, I get it's not the longest. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay.
I think the longest Studio Ghibli I've seen, I haven't seen the movie yet, is Princess Kaguya. I think it's 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Huh. It ain't no Oppenheimer.
Oh no, can't top that. Okay. Next we have The Cat Returns, first Ghibli film I ever seen. Very weird one to start with.
Yeah.
High school student Haru rescues a cat that was about to be run over by a truck and discovers that the cat is actually a prince named Loon. Out of gratitude, Loon's father, the Cat King, asks her to marry Loon. Haru is brought to the Cat Kingdom, where she starts to develop feline features. When she is prevented from leaving, the Baron and Toto, two statues that have magically been given life, provide assistance in gaining her freedom. Okay. This one, I do find this one interesting because I watched Whisper of the Heart 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, speaking of Whisper of the Heart, where's your heart at?
Right there.
Left or right?
Left. Oh. Are you having palpitations?
I got a pain over here.
In your boob? She's gotten booby pain.
No, it's like my lungs.
So in Whisper of the Heart, there is a cat statue. There's a cat statue named the Baron. And I guess they got inspiration from that movie in The Cat Returns because there's the cat statue named the Baron. So it's like kind of a story based on that from Whisper of the Heart. I thought it was really interesting. Yeah. Okay, next we have Howl's Moving Castle, the one you've seen.
Yo.
This is where we can talk about it because you've seen this one. Okay, so Sophie has an uneventful life at her family's father's hat shop. Her dead father's hat shop. But all that changes when she befriends Wizard Howl, who lives in a magical flying castle. However, the evil Witch of the Waste takes issue with their budding relationship and casts a spell on young Sophie, which ages her prematurely. Now Howl must use all his magical talents to battle the jealous hag and return Sophie to her former youth and beauty. Have anything to say about Howl's Moving Castle because you've seen it?
Yeah, I did almost fall asleep while watching it. I think I was just tired.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was all right. I saw it definitely more as like a kids movie.
Yeah, they're all very kid-like movies.
And
I would say the only movie I wouldn't recommend to kids is Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh, because it's so sad.
It's devastating.
And so watching it, I was like, I don't love it because I just personally don't like those like kid-based movies.
Yeah.
Which I know like you and Maddie, Epi, like you guys enjoy that. I don't know why. But I think it's because when I was a kid, I never watched that stuff. Yeah. And so as an adult, I don't like it. But for what that's worth, I did enjoy it. And there's the scene where she says, "Find me in the future."
And she farts.
I was like, that's pretty good. I liked that scene, that whole scene. So.
Like, yes, Studio Ghibli is like kind of more kids movie, like they're animated kids movies basically. Yeah. But like the animation is so beautiful and the soundtracks are so good and the stories can be so simple or so broad. Like Howl's Moving Castle is one that's not like a simple story.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the more like in-depth ones.
Yeah.
But like that's what I love Studio Ghibli for, like those aspects, like the music and the animation and like the
thing that kids can't
take
in.
Like
really,
this scene,
appreciate.
like this scene right here, beautiful.
What scene is that?
I think that's Spirited Away. So beautiful. Like the animation, and I think they're the original films. They're all like hand painted. Like that's hand painted.
Wow.
It is amazing. Like I can appreciate those aspects, even though like the stories may be more simple, like with Whisper of the Heart or like another film coming up. Oh wait, no, we have 13 minutes. Never mind. Okay, so next we have Ponyo, which is probably like the most kids movie. Kid. Like this is the most kid centric Studio Ghibli film I've probably seen. It is so good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Ponyo, 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 fishy in the sea. Noah Cyrus.
Yeah.
Noah Cyrus and Frankie.
Yeah.
I almost said Grande. Frankie Jonas. Oh, Franklin. He's going by Franklin now.
Oh.
Okay. During a forbidden.
Frankie Grande.
During.
Ponyo, 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 fishy in the sea.
During a forbidden excursion to the surface world, a goldfish princess encounters a human boy named Sasuke, who... Why'd you laugh?
Sasuke.
What about it?
That's sus.
And gay?
Cut that out.
No, I won't. Sasuke, who gives
I want
her...
to eat this candy corn so bad.
I will. It's kind of hard to angrily chew candy corn at someone.
Sick and twisted.
Sasuke gives her the name Ponyo. Ponyo longs to become human, and as her friendship with Sasuke grows, she becomes more human-like. Ponyo's father brings her back to the Ocean Kingdom, but so strong is Ponyo's wish to live on the surface, and she breaks free. And in the process, spills a collection of magical elixirs that endangers Sasuke's village.
What are elixirs?
Potions.
Oh.
It's good. It's very cute.
It sounds like a little cutie.
They make ramen in the movie, and the ramen looks amazing. That's another thing about Studio Ghibli movies. The food.
That food
Looks amazing. We'll get back to that.
Oh, like the bacon and
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
We'll get back to that. Okay.
I know now what you're gonna do.
Oh, that movie was 2008, by the way. Okay. Up next, we have Arrietty, the Borrower, which is the Japanese title, but in America, it's The Secret World of Arrietty. So I put both.
Eren Yeager?
It's Eren Yeager.
Yeager.
Eren Yeager, I think, is a football player. I made that up.
Eren Yeager.
Do you know what that means?
No.
I don't either. So I wouldn't recommend saying it.
Wait, what?
That's Japanese, Janie.
It's his name.
It is?
Eren Yeager in Attack on Titans.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just some random word.
No, there's like a TikTok. He's like, you smell like a baka.
I know that.
Eren Yeager.
I know that sound. I just didn't know that was a name.
Eren Yeager.
I wasn't sure it was like a dirty word in Japanese.
You kind of smell
Janie, we only have 3 more to go.
like a baka. Eren. Okay, I actually have no clue if that's even right. Keep going.
Only 3 more films to go. We have, Arrietty. Arrietty, a tiny teenager, lives with her parents in the recesses of a suburban home unbeknown to the homeowner and the housekeeper.
Is it really necessary that we know that she's a tiny teenager?
Yeah, that's like the Arrietty, the Borrower, the name of... They're called borrowers. They're literally like people this big.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why it's a tiny teenager.
I thought we were talking like Grace Lee tiny. But...
No. Like others of her kind, Arrietty remains hidden from her human hosts, but occasionally ventures forth from beneath the floorboards to borrow sugar cubes and other supplies. A secret friendship forms when a 12-year-old named Sean meets Arrietty, and their friendship could spell danger for Arrietty's family, because Sean is like a normal-sized human.
Also, he could straight up like
squish her
with his foot.
But they don't say anything about this. Sean is like ill. Like he's deathly. So, sickly, not deathly.
Yeah.
Sickly.
He's deathly?
He's deathly
What
ill.
does it mean? What does it mean?
So yeah.
What does it mean?
I liked this one. This was a very cute one. Up next, which is...
Wait, hold on. Maddie just said, "Hey, do you still have all your old gold picture frames?"
Girl,
Girl.
they are on my wall.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Up next, we have from Up on Poppy Hill. I watched this one yesterday, too. I've never heard a single person talk about this Studio Ghibli film, and I'm pissed that they didn't. Okay, so...
I'm saying they're on Cole's wall.
I'll wait so you can really be in the moment.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. From Up on Poppy Hill, 2011. It's 1963, and Japan is in the midst of a swift modernization. Leaving behind the Second World War's painful memories and focusing on a brighter future, a group of Yokohama teens looking to save their school's clubhouse from the wrecking ball in preparation for the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. It's so good. I love it. This is like top 5 for me. And I'd never heard a single person talk about this film, and I'm pissed about it.
Wow.
They don't say anything about the like main people. The 2 main people. Let me remember their names. The guy's name is Shun, and her name is Umi. Umi and Shun. Umi's dad is dead. He died at sea. Shun, what?
Oh,
Okay.
You're just so passionate. It's cute.
It's so good. So they like form a romance, Umi and Shun. And then Umi shows Shun a picture of her dad. And he's like, what? He goes home and is like, Dad, you said this is my real dad? Same picture.
Oh.
Same picture.
So they're siblings?
Brother and sister.
Ooh.
And then they're like, oh, incest. Can't do that.
Mm-mm.
But they're so sad because like they fell in love with each other.
Ooh.
This is like the storyline happening with the storyline of like saving this schoolhouse thing. And
just glares at the camera.
I have to make sure we have time. And so Shun's living with 2 parents. He says that Umi's dad, who is Shun's dad, they weren't able to take care of him, so they brought them to that couple because they were unable to have kids. Mm-hmm. And so they took him in.
Yeah.
But we later learn when Umi's mom comes back from America that her father, he was best friends with these other 2 guys. One of the guys died while fixing a boat, and his wife had just had a baby. She died during childbirth. He adopted the baby. It was Shun. And then he gave it to them. They're not blood related. Oh. So they're good to be together.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
This is another very simple one. Like what I just described to you was like very in-depth and weird, but like it was still a very simple movie and it was very beautiful. Love it. Good. Lastly, we have The Wind Rises. I watched this 2 days ago. Love it. Another very simple one. A lifelong love of flight inspires Japanese aviation engineer Jiro Horikoshi, whose storied career includes the creation of the A-6M World War II fighter plane. That's it.
Okay.
It's so good. His wife has tuberculosis. She dies.
Oh, that's when I was like, I came in and I was like, I got to get a TB test. Mm-hmm. And you were like, the movie I just watched or that I'm watching, the wife died from tuberculosis. Oh.
It's so beautiful. Recommend. That was it. That was the last one.
Good. Just kidding.
I can't do anything. So, I got some little rankers. Like I do.
Some what?
Some rankers. That's what I call my farts.
Some rankers.
So, here, let me.
Ponyo.
I'm recording. Fishy. What'd you just? What's in the sea?
Fishy.
Oh, fish eggs.
Fishy.
So, Janie, keep them entertained while I figure this out.
Okay, so
you're doing real good.
Saying, This one is for the boys with the boom and system, top
down
down AC with the cooling system. When he come up in the club, he be blazing up. He got stacks on deck like he's saving up. And he real. Oh, he ill.
He real. He might gotta do.
He pop bottles and he got the right kind of.
Yeah. Okay, we're good now.
He tall.
You're good. You're good now. Okay. So here we have my screen, and here we're gonna go to this little website I have here and click on it. Look at that. And once again, we're going to ignore all of the ads on the side of the screen. Like, don't look at them.
Okay.
So rude.
Okay,
so here we'll go through the ranking list.
On my knees.
Oh, wait.
Gave me palpitations. That's what I'm feeling right now. Ooh.
Presentation mode. I always forget that I can do this. I should start doing that more. Okay. We have... Oh! I made these... It was just like A, B, C, D. But I changed the word. So top we have on my knees. You can take that as like, it's so good I'm on my knees, or I'm on my knees sexually. I don't care which way you take that. Under that we have gave me palpitations. You right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm adjusting the way I'm sitting. Oh wait. Okay. Next we have some crumbs. It had some crumbs. I have to admit, it did leave some crumbs. Lastly we had wish it was better. It's like, I wish it was better. And then have not seen. Okay, and now this is just gonna be my personal ranking because you've only seen the one movie. Okay, Howl's Moving Castle? You've seen it. Where would you put it?
I don't, in comparison with everything else.
Like on this list, what would you say?
Probably wish it was better. But that's just me comparing it to every movie I've ever seen.
True.
So I don't have much say in this.
So I'm going
to let you do this. Okay, and I'll be back.
Are you going to leave? Don't leave.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do it fast.
Okay, good.
So I'm going to start off by putting the ones I haven't seen, and I haven't seen it. So Pompoko, Nausicaa, Only Yesterday, My Neighbor's the Yam. I haven't finished that one yet. But When Marnie Was There, The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, Tales from Earthsea, and that's it. The rest I've seen. The most recent ones aren't on here, like Red Turtle, The Boy and the Heron. Those aren't on here, and I didn't think I needed to because I hadn't seen them already. Okay, so first up we have My Neighbor Totoro. I'm instantly just going to put that in Wish It Was Better. I'm going to revisit it. Don't come for me. I just didn't like it the first time I watched it, but I'm going to rewatch it to try to like it. Okay. Porco Rosso. I wish it was better. I'm putting it below Totoro because I think Totoro had a cuteness quality that Porco Rosso didn't.
Okay.
Next, we have Princess Mononoke. Gave me palpitations. It was pretty good. I loved that. I loved it. From Up on Poppy Hill, I'm on my knees.
Dang.
I'm on my knees From Up on Poppy Hill. With the Wind Rises gave me palpitations. I loved that. It was so simple and so cute. Kiki's Delivery Service, on my knees. But I'm going to put it above From Up on Poppy Hill because it is my favorite Ghibli film. Arrietty.
Some crumbs.
It gave me palpitations, but like lower than the other two.
Okay.
Up next, Castle in the Sky. Some crumbs. It left some crumbs. Same with The Cat Returns. Oh, not Finder. The Cat Returns. I'm going to put it below Castle in the Sky. And then My Neighbor's the Yamadas. I haven't finished it yet. I'm going to put it below The Cat Returns and Some Crumbs. Grave of the Fireflies. On my knees.
Oh.
On my knees, crying, sobbing.
Yeah.
This is the only one of these films I've cried during.
What?
It was...
It's okay.
Up next, Ponyo. It gave me palpitations. It's a cute little one. I love it. Howl's Moving Castle. I'm on my knees for Howl's Moving Castle. I am. Wow. Spirited Away. Again, I'm on my knees. I'm putting it below Kiki's.
Okay.
But
okay.
I'm going to finish this and get back for a second. Whisper of the Heart. Palpitations. I'm going to put it below Arrietty.
Here's what I'm thinking. If Howl's Moving Castle got first, like in that first ranking tier.
Yeah.
You best believe I'd be sleeping during the Some Crumbs and Wish It Was Better. I'd be asleep.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Because like looking at these in Some Crumbs and Wish It Was Better, They just weren't like the most engaging stories, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion.
So I'd sleep. Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, before we get going, I wanted to talk a second about Kiki's Delivery Service and Spirited Away. So, Spirited Away is the best film Studio Ghibli has ever made. It is the best one they've ever made. But Kiki's Delivery Service is my favorite. So usually if you go to like my Letterboxd, I have a list of all of my rankings and I keep it up to date with the ones I'm watching currently. And Spirited Away is the number 1 slot and Kiki's Delivery Service is second. That does not take away from the fact that Kiki's Delivery Service is my favorite film. Spirited Away is just the best, and this girl's filming me, is the best film they've ever made. Story-wise, animation-wise, music. It is like so good. It is so good.
Which one?
Spirited Away.
Got it.
The character design, amazing. So we're just going to move on from this because I could talk all day.
Meep.
Up next, we have one you can do, Janie. This is a ranking of Studio Ghibli food.
Yay.
And I'm going to try
Gosh, my legs.
I'm going to try to remember which food is from which movie. Some of them I don't know because I haven't seen, but I know I can list a majority of them. Starting off, we have this, Janie. What do you feel about this?
What, is she frying chicken?
That's fish. It's a fried fish.
Oh, goodness. See.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The ranking's just S, A, B, C, D. So nothing crazy. I'll let you do this one because I did the other one.
Okay. The next one, D.
I don't know why my mind is saying that's from Castle in the Sky, but I don't know. Again, I've seen this. D. What's wrong with that one?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a bento box, it looks like. It's got like a fish and rice and some beans, peas.
Yeah, D. Well, no. Move it to C.
C? Okay. Above or below the fish?
Above.
Above? Okay. Up next, we have the one you have seen, Calcifer's Bacon and Eggs.
Yeah. I'm going to give that A, love.
I would have to agree with that one, love. This one, it looks like a little boil of sorts, but not the skin lesion.
D.
D? Okay.
Okay.
Up next, we have the dessert table from the wedding from The Cat Returns.
B.
Next, we have, I've not seen this movie. It's like an onion cheese sandwich.
Is she spreading an onion on that sandwich?
She cut it and used the knife to put it on there.
Gotcha. I kind of like that. A.
Okay. I personally wouldn't, but you do you. Next, we have this little rice cake from Spirited Away.
Boring. D.
Wow. The Kiki cake. I think you can confer what that's from.
C.
Wow. This egg on a piece of bread?
That's a thick piece of bread.
That is a thick piece of bread.
I kind of like that. B.
Up next, we have, this is it's some sort of fish pie. I don't remember.
Ew.
Mackerel, maybe?
We're going to put that in D because that looks gross.
Up next, we have...
Is that an English breakfast? That is an English breakfast.
That
I've never
is.
seen one.
I don't know what that is, but this is definitely a blood sausage, and these are roasted tomatoes. I don't know what that is. I want to try it full English. Do you?
Yeah, Morgan said it wasn't great, though.
It's not that great. It's blood sausage, tomatoes.
And she said that's all they
beans on toast. Get out of here. I want to try it, though, you know?
We're putting that in C.
You're a hater, it looks like.
That next one, though? A.
This?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lobster and then some sort of meat.
Why is there so many seafood?
It's Japan. They're literally an
I
island.
know. Okay, A.
Actually, a lot of the films I've noticed are in Italy.
Oh. So where's the pasta? Just kidding.
Right here, Porco Rosso eating a plate of spaghetti.
Oh, come on, man. Barbie.
This is, I think it's tea. It's tea from Ponyo.
Okay. D.
How'd you know that was Ponyo?
I know the characters. I
How?
don't know their names, but I know what the animation looks like. And that's just screaming Ponyo.
That is Ponyo. D? You don't want the tea? Okay.
Dr. Seuss over here.
Next, we have this bento box. I don't know what this is from.
I like that. S.
Are you just saying that?
No, I'd eat that.
A banana?
S.
This is just a slice of pineapple.
Oh, D. Boring.
This is the ramen from Ponyo.
S.
That looks delicious.
Yeah.
And then this is a sandwich from Ponyo.
S. I want to eat that.
The food in Ponyo.
I'm sorry. This isn't good while I'm fasting. I'm so hungry.
The food from Ponyo slays. This is another little
I don't like that one as
bento
much.
box thing. This is from up on Poppy Hill.
B.
Okay.
Next one also B.
This looks like a little piece of salmon with like some sort of sauce and carrots.
Sauce.
B.
Yeah.
This is the pasta from Porco Rosso.
I feel like he's kind of ruining the vibe. Of the
That's
food.
Porco Rosso. He did ruin the vibe.
C.
This is I think it might be like some sort of porridgey thing. This is from Castle in the Sky.
D. Next one's D too.
I don't know what that is or where it's from. This is it's candy. The little candies
Wait,
from
I know what movie this is.
what is it?
The Firefly one.
It is.
That's cute. A.
So sad. These are sponge cakes from The Wind Rises.
A.
This is ramen from Whisper of the Heart.
I love ramen, but that don't look too great. C.
This is a feast from Spirited Away.
Is that cheese or a cake?
I think that's cake.
Cake.
Yeah, it's cake. This is what it is.
B.
Up next is this feast is what turned Chihiro's parents into pigs from Spirited Away. But thing you gotta know, that food looked
Then
scrumptious.
D. If it turned him into pigs.
And then lastly, we have the red bean bun from Spirited Away.
Why do I feel like I'd eat that up? S. It also looks like an Uncrustable. So that's
It does.
an S.
A Japanese Uncrustable. And there's Janie's ranking of food from Studio Ghibli movies.
I'm probably dead wrong with like the mass majority's opinion, but
Yeah, I'm looking at this and like, you messed up.
that's okay.
But you do have the classics up here. You have the bun. You have the ramen from Ponyo. You have the House Moving Castle breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got some good things in there. But also, like, there's like the Kiki's cake, missed opportunity. This food, it looked scrumdiddlyumptious from
Not
Spirited
there
Away.
though. Like I don't see anything really.
Like-
It all just looks like.
That's the thing. If you watch the movies, a lot of this would look so much better
Right.
to you because the way they animate their food is like, that's why you instantly put the breakfast.
Because I remember.
Yeah, you remember how it looked in the movie. Like, so good. Okay, so we're just gonna skiddly deep bop boop. Sorry, I gotta download these first so I can post them. These posts, I'm gonna post these pictures on the Instagram when, like, I don't know, sometime. So go follow the Insta.
Like and subscribe.
So, Janie, what is your Medea of the week?
Madoily.
Medoily of the week.
Oh goodness.
Let me make sure GarageBand is still running. I was gonna tell you that it wasn't, but I forgot I was screen sharing. You don't have any media of the week, Janie?
No, I do. I have not really. It's like the same every week. I've been watching Friends, The Summer I Turned Pretty, and Bachelorette.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Any music?
Not really. Oh, Gregory Alan Isakov's album comes out tonight.
Oh, good for you. So you're just guessing you're gonna like it?
I know I'll like it.
Yeah,
I know I will like it.
My media of the week. I have a singular one. That's a lie. I have two musics. The first is New Romantics by Taylor Swift. I've been banging to that song.
Huh? Huh?
Stop.
What?
That's not what I meant.
Where was I?
Okay, I'm a liar. New Romantics by Taylor Swift. Rush extended by Troye Sivan. It's so good. Stop. And lastly, Music Box by Leith Ross.
You like Leith Ross.
I love Leith.
Oh, I forgot a music of mine.
Okay.
Leon.
Oh.
I love her.
She's all right.
Oh, she's so good. So good.
Okay, I don't have any TV for the week.
Okay.
Huh?
Addicted to your
But
touch.
I have a few movies. From Up on Poppy Hill, media of the week right there. I loved that movie so much. And then Asteroid City. I finally got to watch Asteroid City by Wes Anderson. So beautiful. I love his filming. And I guess I want to say Little Women.
Oh, what did you think?
I didn't get to finish it.
What?
I got halfway in and then our Starz subscription ended.
No.
So I never got to finish it. So I'm assuming I'd like it because I just know. I know. I liked what I saw.
Yeah.
So I got halfway in. I gave it a 4.5 stars on Letterboxd.
Okay.
But like I haven't seen the rest of the
you
movie.
Didn't finish it.
I
There's
didn't finish
the
it.
best parts you
I
didn't
know.
even
Like
see.
I didn't even get to see like Florence Pugh's monologue about being a woman. And like that's what I was looking forward to. I didn't get to see it. So I'm going to assume that would have been a media of the week. I'm not fully sure though. And then I have an anti-media of the week.
Okay.
Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
It's been going viral.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Like, okay.
Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie. It's a movie. Do you know what it's about?
It's about this guy's mom is a politician and he's gay. That's all I know.
So it is about,
Was I right?
kind of,
Okay.
the son of the president.
Oh.
The president's a woman in the movie.
Okay, that's what
Yeah. And he's, okay, wait. So it's about him, the son of the president, and then the prince of England.
Okay.
They hate each other at the beginning, fall in love. And then he's like, the president's son, I'm bi. It's so corny.
I'd probably love it.
It was a rom-com. It was good. It was good for a
It's
rom-com.
funny?
There were a few parts I like chuckled out of like, that was so stupid.
Yeah, okay.
But it's good. It's good for a rom-com.
Is it inappropriate?
Yes. Kind of. You see his butt
Oh.
and there is insinuation of oral sex.
Yeah.
Other than that, those
I
two
probably
scenes,
won't
it's not
watch
that bad.
Yeah, I keep seeing it pop up whenever I turn the TV on.
Yeah, I keep seeing like TikToks about it. Like, I was like, fine. It's free to watch on Prime. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yeah.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
Okay.
It's my anti-media of the week.
Gotcha.
So that was it.
Nice.
Thank you for watching this episode. If you got this far, this has been
The Mostly Media.
I have another episode to film today.
Yeah, good luck.
We're filming 2 today.
You should change your shirt so it.
I am.
Okay. Thank you for watching the,
The
Mostly
Mostly
Media,
Media
podcast, where we talk media
Mostly. Go follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We got links in the TikTok bio. Thank you for watching.
Pray for my hunger.
And her hemorrhoid.
No.
This has been Conjuru.
And Janie. Massey Giroux. I don't know what my last name is.
Goodbye.
Bye.